I'm Chris Boswell, Mayor of the City of Harlingen. Thanks for joining me today so we can give you a status on the pandemic here in Harlingen and throughout our region and the state. So where are we on May 20th, 2020? As of today, 649 individuals in Cameron County have tested positive for COVID-19, and of those, 410 have been cleared or recovered. 260 of those cases are in Brownsville, 255 of those cases are in Harlingen. In Texas, the number of reported cases has declined from about 5% to 2.5% over the last 30 days. In Cameron County, it has declined from about 4.2% to 2.2% over the last 30 days. And in Harlingen, over the last 30 days, the average has been just under 3%. So new cases reported as a percentage of the total number of people being tested positive continues to decline at the state, county, and city levels. Governor Abbott on Monday showed us the positivity rate has also declined in that period from over 14% to about 5%. So that's the number of people who are tested every day, the percentage of those, how many are being tested positive. So if we test 100 people yesterday and 10 of them are testing positive, then that means 10% have tested positive. If today we test 200 people and 10 are testing positive, then that's only 5%. So that's the number that we're looking for, is how many as a percentage of the total that are being tested are testing positive from day to day. The numbers, however, that I look at every day that I think are the most objective and the most important is how are we doing in the hospitalization rate. In Texas, hospitalization rate has gone down from 1,778 people in the hospital back on May 1 to about 1,500 on May 18th. So the hospitalizations of people with COVID-related disease are going down across the state of Texas. And in Harlingen, the number of hospitalizations related to COVID-19 have gone from 34 on May the 5th to 14 today, May 20th, 2020. So those are the right trends, and those trends are what are allowing us to go to phase 2 in the governor's announcement on Monday that we would go to reopen more businesses and expand more utilization of space in those businesses. So on May 18th, child care centers are able to be open. Massage and personal care centers are open. Youth clubs like the Boys and Girls Club can open. Also effective on May 18th, gyms can be open. You have to wear gloves that cover your full hand and your fingertips, and you have to wear a mask, and you have to help sanitize before and after when you use the equipment in the gym. Manufacturers will also be able to be open on May the 18th. On May 22nd, this coming Friday, some bars will be able to open at 25% capacity, bowling alleys at 25% capacity, zoos and rodeos. And on May 31st, day camps, government overnight youth camp operators, and professional sports without in-person spectators will open. So this is a gradual, continual reopening. Also, we'll be able to open 50% of our capacities at our restaurants and our other facilities like that here in our community. So that's good for our businesses, but we need to continue to utilize physical distancing, staying 6 feet apart from each other. Only so many people at a table. The tables are going to be separated. We need to continue to utilize those face masks. We need to continue to wash our hands and sanitize surfaces and stay home if we're sick, and do all the things that we've continued to do so that we can keep these businesses open and we don't have to go back and shut any of them down. Our Harlingen Emergency Loan Program for Small Business issued its first 9 loans yesterday, and those 9 loans amounted to $86,000 in loan value to those 9 applicants. We have about 71 applicants, and you can still apply to the Harlingen Economic Development Corporation for up to $10,000 at 0% if you have 25 employees or less and you demonstrated a need and were not able to participate in the Small Business Administration program that was offered. So there's still an opportunity to participate in that program. We hope you'll do that. I said this last week, don't be afraid to go to the doctor, don't be afraid to go to the hospital. It's really, really important that we all stay healthy in other ways, and you'll find that if you go to the doctor, you go to the hospital or the dentist, that they're going to be very, very safe, be one of the safest places you can go. Again, we're expanding our testing capabilities. You can go to the Brownsville site, you can go to the UTRGV site on Treasure Hills Boulevard. The National Guard will be back in Harlingen at the soccer complex. So if you qualify for a test after filling out the form and you're notified that you can take the test and are given an appointment, you know that there are more testing capabilities here in our community and throughout the valley. Our food banks are going to be distributing food on Thursday the 21st and on June 10th and the 17th at the soccer complex in Harlingen from 9 to 11, and also at the Way of the Cross Ministries on F Street near the corner of F and Jackson Street on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Last thing we want to do every time we talk is to say thank you. Thank you for what you have done to flatten that curve here in Harlingen, to flatten it in Cameron County. Keep doing the things that you've been doing until we can find a vaccine, until we have widespread utilization of medicines that are antivirals that will knock the virus down and can help us to recover better. Thank you also, again, to our first responders, to our grocers, to our hospital and healthcare workers. They do so much to keep us safe. Thank you to our city staff, our policemen, our firemen, all of our city staff who are out repairing streets, who are out repairing water, sewer lines, or keeping our airports running, keeping our parks up. They're all doing that so that we can continue to have as normal a life as possible while we endure this pandemic. But we'll get through it together, as we've said before, and we'll get through it Harlingen strong. So stay healthy, Harlingen.